Hi everyone, welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to be showing you my personal changes we need to make for the Manchester United side at the end of this season. No matter who's the owner at the moment, as you know, the ownership's a bit up in the air. We don't know who's going to be having it, whether it's going to be Sir Jim or Farney, but we will find out soon, and it needs to be soon, otherwise our summer transfer window will be up in the air and in tatters like it normally is. So let's get straight into this video. We're going to have a little look at just the defenders and the goalkeeper issue in this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to drop your comments on who you think we are going to sign or not in this case. So first of all, we have the most talked about issue is David De Gea. Whether we keep him or whether we replace him. For me, look, I would. He's 32. I would give him an option of one more year. I don't think he's the biggest issue at the club. He is an issue. We do need to change him 100%, especially if we're going to play the Ten Hag way, which is from the back, playing development football from the back. He can't do it. He's not good with his feet. But what he is good with is his hands. Yes, he's had a couple of blunders this season, and it's not good enough. And for me, I think we offer him a year extension. We keep him for a year, and maybe next season we look. But if we got the money this season, then I still think we need to sign him for another year. Whether he's first team or on the bench, it doesn't really matter. His knowledge and understanding, he's the last in that team, I believe, to win the Premier League. Off the top of my head, now Phil Jones has left. So for me, I think it's a good time now to keep him for 1 year and bring another goalkeeper in to put him on the bench or to start him with David there just in case the new signing isn't good enough. And towards the end of the video, I'm going to go into who I would sign and why I would sign him. Next, we're going to talk about his the old number 2 himself, which obviously is Dean Henderson. And for me, do I feel he's done enough on his loan spell? That's no. No, I don't think he's done enough to be a Manchester United first team goalkeeper. Injury persistent. Got replaced by Navas as well, who's, let's be honest now, I think he's one of the unluckiest keepers in the world. From Real Madrid, PSG to get replaced by world class keepers all the time is ridiculous. For me, personally, I don't think he's good enough for Manchester United. I think he needs to be sold. I work hard every day, he says. I'd argue that personally. I don't think he's good enough. He's got the arrogance to be a Manchester United keeper, but he's not good enough for Manchester United. I think he needs to be sold. I think we can get about 20 million from him, maybe 25 at a push. But personally, I feel we need to sell him and move him on. Move him on, and we could bring another younger, well, maybe not younger keeper in, but another keeper that would fit the standard of Manchester United. Next, then, talking about standards of Manchester United, is this guy, Harry Maguire. Look, it's been a pleasure not seeing him on the pitch, to be fair. I'm not a massive fan of Harry Maguire. I think he just doesn't suit the modern game, if I'm honest. He doesn't suit the Ten Hag way. He wouldn't fit into any other top team. I think if we're going to sell him, we're going to take a massive, massive loss on the 18 million we paid for him. If we can get 20 to 30 million for him, it'll be a bonus. I think he'll fit into a perfect side like an Everton, like maybe even Spurs. Anybody who plays a back five, this guy will slot right in. You know what I mean? He's good in the back five. He's proven that with England. He just can't play a high line with a back four. He can't play that type of game. He's got to, you know what I mean? A barge turns faster than him. He's got a turning circle of a barge. It's ridiculous. Absolutely insane. I don't know how he's lasted this long in the Premier League personally. But hey, look, he is a decent defender. He's not a bad defender. He's just not good in this style of football and the way we want to play. So for me, you got to sell. Again, that's about 30 odd million, maybe 20 to 25, depending. And we've got to take the hit. The issue for me is who's going to take him on £200,000 a week. That's the next big hit. So we're going to move on now to our next one, which is on loan at the moment. Alex Telles, because back on loan. They've decided not to sign him. We gotta get rid of him. Either way, he has to go. Even if we get 10 million for him, it'll be a 5 to 10 million. It'll be a good Good sign, he's 30 years old now. Again, this is just typical Manchester United not being able to shift players because of their wage and overhype him. Again, I think he's on about 60 to 70,000 pound a week, which for a left back who can't even get into the team is absolutely absurd. Where he should be on about 20 to 30. So again, we need to sell him. If we can get 5 to 10 million for him, absolutely brilliant. And move it on. Next now, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I don't want him to go, but I can guarantee you Manchester United are looking to sell him. Why? Because people want him, and we need funds to sell and to buy. So we need people who want to buy our players, and unfortunately, I feel we should keep him. We should keep Delo, and I think we should work with what we got. Look, he's been probably arguably one of the most improved players under Ten Hag. Arguably, he has improved the most. All right, he's still not there, but arguably he has been the most improved player under Ten Hag, especially when we needed him. And even going forward, he's starting to improve. He's getting into the box more. He's looking more dangerous in these positions. Okay, he hasn't scored or he's not great with his shooting, but he is a defender at the end of the day. I'm just happy he's getting into them positions. His final ball's improving a little bit. It's still not great, but it is getting a lot better. For me, I would not sell Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I would keep him. He's 25, guys. He's still young. We've got Delo's 23 as well. So they're still young, and they both they complement each other well, simply because they're so different. Delo's very attacking. Wan-Bissaka is very defensive. But in different types of games, you're going to need them different types of players to be able to win these games. Next, we're going to talk about Brandon Williams. Look, biggest disappointment I have seen for Manchester United coming out of the youth prodigy for a little while. When I first seen him, I thought, oh, you know what, there could be a little bit of a player. But unfortunately, he just hasn't hit the standard of Manchester United. For some reason, he hasn't been able to get any game time whatsoever under Ten Hag, even when we've had injuries to Shaw, Delo, Wan-Bissaka. When we've had all them out, he still has not played. Coming to the point when Malacia was out, Shaw was out, he still won't play Brandon Williams. He's playing Delo on the left-hand side. So for me, there's an issue there. He needs to go. Again, if you get 5 million from him, 5 million's 5 million, and that's the main thing. Moving the player on, free up the wage bill as well a little bit. I don't think he's a massive issue on the wage bill. I think he's on not massive money, you know what I mean? So I think that'd be good. So now I'm going to move on to players I would like to bring in. And there's only 3 players, really. So I said there why I want to keep them and why I want to sell them. And these are the reasons why I want to sell and keep some of these players. So the first one for me is Diego Costa. I think he'd be an absolute phenomenal sign for Manchester United. I think that we need to sign him. Whether we will is a different thing. I don't think we've got the money this season to do it. I think we're very short. It depends. If Qatar comes in, we could possibly look at this issue. If Sir Jim or we keep the Glaziers, which looks like it's going to be the more suitable option. I think going down that option is not great, but I think that's where we're going to go. And I don't think we'll be able to afford him this year, which is a gamble because will he still be at Porto? I don't think so. I think he'll be moving this season. And I think he'll complement Manchester United the way they want to play out from the back more and more often. Again, you can see there, he's only conceded 20 goals and 31 appearances. Yes, okay, he is at Porto, so the Portuguese league. Again, not great, but they were in the Champions League and they were in the Europa League as well. So you got to look at that and think, look, okay, yeah, he has played at a decent standard. For me, he's the only person I would replace David De Gea with. I can't see anybody else. There's a lot of talk about different keepers and stuff, but I don't feel anybody else can be at the standard of David De Gea. And I think this is the only person for me that we can get within a reasonable price range that can replace David De Gea. Next, then, is obviously min-jae. We've been linked with him. We are, I believe, we're in talks with him. I'm not too sure. Again, not too sure about this one. It's all rumours at the moment. But he's been really, really good in Napoli. I think he'll replace obviously Harry Maguire, but I think he will push Varane for his place in the team. I do think that he's played phenomenal this season. Getting 1 or 2 goals and assists, that's fine. But like, he can play from the back. He's very progressive with the ball. And I genuinely think he's a big asset, especially for the side like Manchester United, who want to play from the back. And it's important to have the players, not just the keeper, the players who can play from the back as well. And this is where I think it's going wrong, where we're trying to play from the back at the moment with the wrong type of players, i.e., when Harry Maguire plays, he can't play from the back. Wan-Bissaka is not great on the ball from the back either. Again, stuff like that. That's why I prefer Delo playing, simply because he is better on the ball and better attacking as well. So for me, great signing. If we can get him, they're saying 50 million euros. Like, he's going to be a lot more than that. We'll see. And the next end defender for me is Frimpong. Again, if we can get him, look, if we can get Frimpong, I would more than happy let Aaron Wan-Bissaka go. If we can't get Frimpong, we have to keep Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Frimpong, again, young player. Again, can score goals, very attacking. As you can see there, he's got 8 goals, 6 assists, 4 yellow cards, which is all good. Really happy with that in a competitive league as well. For me, 32 appearances, which is good, standard, and he's 22 years old. 22. So if we do let Aaron Wan-Bissaka go, say for, I wouldn't let Aaron Wan-Bissaka go for no less than 25 mil or 20 mil, 20 to 25. And for me, you're going to look at Frimpong, you're looking at about 40, 45 million. So you could pay for half of Frimpong. So unless the fund's there, we're not going to be able to do it. So that is my overview of the defensive situation. I will be doing one on the midfield and the attack as well. Who I think we're going to keep, who I think is going to be moved on. And yeah, keep an eye out for the videos, guys. Much love. Enjoy the video. Don't forget to drop a like and a comment if you like it. Much love. Take care. Peace.